We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man.
Dusty Burners, another day of work for our dear temple crew. And you know, it's time for breakfast too. How about some pancakes for me, please?
How about you, sweetie? You want more coffee?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
En attendant les pancakes.
We're serving the temple. The Dust City Diner likes to serve all the crews that are out here working really hard. We like to give them a little food and help them transition their kitchens back into the city.
Pancakes in the desert, my favorite. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful pancakes.
So you want the same types in the same places?
Kind of. Each one is a little different, but we can start with the same one, like the 5 Trust Fourbe, facing that direction.
All right.
I'm kind of used to working with a lot of guys over the years, but I would say that this particular build is very, very atypical in that sense. Like, there's much less of the kind of like machismo that you would see at a normal construction site.
Lighting that I do, we went from no lights to having one bulb in the center of the chandelier years ago to now this temple has something like 230 lights inside it. For me, I want to be able to see that final completion, you know, where I flip the switch and the whole temple comes alive. I want to be able to see all of it come together. We're so close.
I feel pretty confident that we can get this done today. Okay. Jack was saying, you know, we could have had another week, you know, and it would have been better. But, you know, the whole idea of the temple is that it's imperfect, okay? It should always be imperfect, and it should always make the people who come into it feel perfect.
Hey, buddy. I don't know about that.
That's a good blessing. Ooh. It's sort of hard to believe we pulled it off. I think our naivete was very helpful.
So cool. What is the next step?
The next step, we have a spire on top. Beautiful golden spire. We finished a couple details inside, and then around this time tomorrow, we'll turn it over to everyone as a gift.
Our tradition on the temple is before we put the spire up, our crew all signs and puts the names of people that we've lost.
Will you sign it yourself?
I don't sign it, I put my mother and father's name on it.
Take Pops. Shove him way up in there. We're gonna wedge him in there. Fortunately, I got to see him all the way to death's door.
Yeah?
And we did it right. We did it as well as it could be done. And he didn't complain once. And he was cracking jokes until the end. So it was good.
Good.
It was really, it was a dignified death. And I'm glad I got to do it with him, you know, to see him through. And I can only hope that when it's my turn, that someone is there to walk me home.
Right.
Noah, let's get this thing up on the roof.
In 6 nights, it will be complete. I will be able to successfully say goodbye to my father. He's at the very peak of that spire just there, the very top. So, my father he's not dead. Pops lives within my heart and within the heart of many. So, thank you, David Best, Maggie Best, all the temple builders, and here we are. Let us live well. Let us love well.
Sometimes I can't believe we built this huge building. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's a massive building. When I'm standing under the roof is when I really realize how big this thing is being built. We built this, 7-story tall building in the desert. What do you think?
It's good.
You had a hand in this too. Every bit of work you put in.
Yeah, I built that egg right over there.
Whether it's the egg or the kitchen or anything, every bit of the time you spent doing it is that much further we made it in this project. Right? It's true. Even in the kitchen, anything you did, any little thing you did is that much further we made it. Good job.
Thank you.